What's going on, 5-Star fam? AJ here with you with some massive news. Darren Eales, the president of Atlanta United, he is moving on in August mid-season to go to Newcastle United to join as their new CEO, August 8th to be exact. Of course, we know Newcastle United fairly well, most of the fans anyway, because of our dealings with them for the transfer of Miguel Almiron. Whether Miguel Almiron has gone on well at Newcastle United, that's another thing, but Darren Eales, he will be very much missed at Atlanta United. It is quite a shame in a lot of regards that he is moving mid-season. It seems like the pastures are greener here, not only by looks and shrubbery, but also probably monetarily, as the new owners of Newcastle United have some of the deepest pockets in the world in football. But Darren Eales even put out one last cryptic tweet for his own departure, for his own resignation, whatever you want to call it. But he tweeted out right before the announcement: Miles Robinson ith night, act, Parky, scene, Alex DeJohn, lines, Tito to McCann, hashtag 5 stripes won't stop. Very, very interesting indeed that he left us with another cryptic tweet. You can break that down in the comments below if you were able to decipher what he meant. But some quotes from the front office and the executives. Arthur Blank, the owner and chairman, he said, quote, Darren Eales is one of the best hires I've made in my career, and the strength and success of Atlanta United to date is a credit to him, not only as a leader, but as a passionate footballer. And I'm thrilled for Darren to have this new opportunity to lead Newcastle, and I see it as a very positive reflection of Atlanta United and what our club has achieved in a short time. Darren is more than ready to lead Newcastle, and I know he'll be an outstanding leader of that club. He leaves with my deepest respect, admiration, and very best wishes for him, Faith, and their 2 beautiful sons. Steve Cannon, the CEO of AMB Sports and Entertainment, who probably and will be taking over, at least in the interim, until a new appointment is made. He said, it's always tough to lose someone like Darren Eales, but he is getting a dream opportunity that he's earned through his excellent work with Atlanta United, and we couldn't be any more grateful for what he's done here. A global search that will include internal candidates has already begun, and we'll take our time to find the right fit for our club, organization, and future, in which we expect to remain a model team in MLS. Darren Eales spoke, and he said, it has been the adventure and honor of a lifetime to help build Atlanta United. I will always be grateful to Arthur Blank, both for giving me the initial opportunity and for providing unparalleled support and leadership throughout the journey. I've been privileged to work with an amazing team of people who rolled up their sleeves and made a vision into reality. And I have loved being a part of this vibrant city with its brilliant, passionate supporters. Thank you, Atlanta, and thank you, 17s. So, yeah, definitely, very eye-opening news, something that came out of nowhere. If we're being very honest and frank, obviously for the season ticket holders, they received an email from Darren Eales about not only Apple TV, for next season in 2023, but also the in terms of season ticket holders being, for away tickets being subsidized. And so, definitely in the wake of that, one day later, this announcement was made. Very, very interesting. But I think at the core of this, Darren Eales, since the inception of Atlanta United, creating this club out of nothing, even probably just the name of Atlanta United, he had a large part in it. It is something that us as fans will forever be grateful for. And me personally, had some hardship, in the past few years, and they were able to, in terms of Darren Eales, send a care package during that time. It's something that I will never forget personally. But yeah, I think a lot of the fans will be missing him with how front-facing he was in our front office. He held himself accountable, but also put on a good face for our brand, for our stake in the league in MLS. He made us one of the standards for which other clubs either already in the league or ones that's come in as an expansion team and are looking towards us as that example. And I think we will forever be grateful for Darren Eales for doing the best he could in getting us to a very high standard. I think we still have the top 10 of the best attendances in the league, or the highest attendances in the league, and it's something that's from a business standpoint, he definitely made Atlanta United proud, not only with how he represented us, but also the trophies that we won along the way. So, everyone from Atlanta and, as a fan of Atlanta United, I think we definitely wish him well at Newcastle United, except against, clubs that we support, of course. But I think it'll be very interesting to see how he gets on with pretty much an unlimited war chest. Yes, financial fair play will come into play, but it will be very interesting to see how he can grow the massive club that is Newcastle United. But speaking of Newcastle United, I have Lee Lawler of Newcastle Fans TV that is going to speak about his thoughts on Darren Eales coming in, and if he knew anything about Darren Eales being whispered to come to his club. So I have with me Lee Lawler from Newcastle Fans TV, and just kind of getting a lay of the land of what you guys are thinking and expecting with Darren Eales. And really in that sense, like Darren Eales coming in, were you guys in massive need of a CEO type in your front office?
Yeah, I think since we had our takeover in October, when Amanda Staveley, who is effectively her and her husband Miadad, are the face of Newcastle United, the day-to-day running, their objective was always to come in and settle the place around, make sure everyone's happy, morale, sort a few things out, like simple things like renaming Alan Shearer's bar, moving the statue, commercially. Transfers, of course, is a big thing on the pitch. So on and off the pitch, they were the face and doing it every day. And there's even times when they were doing transfer dealings that they've got a 5-year-old son who wasn't not so much neglected. I wouldn't say it was that extreme, but they were doing transfer dealings in front of their child, having to deal with a 5-year-old. So their aim was to always bring somebody in who can be a CEO type figure where they'll make the decisions, everyday decisions, whether it's commercial, hiring, firing, transfers, being part of the boardroom. It was always their aim to bring somebody in so they could take the foot off the gas a little bit and take a step back. So it was always something that was planned. It's taken a while, but I'm happy that it's come here. And having heard from our video what you guys were saying, you and Jay, that he's come with a glowing reference, and that's all we can ask for, and time will tell.
Yeah. Definitely a guy that Atlanta United fans will miss for sure, and obviously, I think a lot of fans of Newcastle United, it's anything but Mike Ashley, and so the new owners, the new direction, the new money injection probably has been massively positive for you guys. Did this move come out of nowhere? Like, did you guys hear whispers of this?
Nothing. Journalists didn't have a Scooby-Doo about it. ITKs in the nose didn't know anything about it. It's literally come left field. And sometimes we're like that. because we don't want a transfer rumor dragging and dragging and dragging about a player or an appointment, because the Dan Ashworth one went on for months. He was our sporting director. And he's had a massive say, without a shadow of a doubt, in bringing his old colleague along with him, where they both worked at West Brom. So coming through, it's left field. I like that. It's just bang, there it is. Wow, look at that. Newcastle, where's this come from? And we're like that because we've had it for years and years and years with Mike Ashley, where his story is just rumbled and dragged and dragged and dragged. And this is great, and more of it, please.
Yeah. No, it's fascinating because I think we, as Atlanta United fans, probably should have saw a little bit of this coming with Dan Ashworth, since he has worked with him and worked well with him. It's definitely, it comes as a surprise for us as well, as a lot of Atlanta United fans that are season ticket holders. They got an email from Darren Eales, it's sent to all the season ticket holders. But either way, we were thinking, he's moving us forward in the direction where Apple TV is taking over the league, et cetera, that he's going to be a part of this. But a day later, literally a day later, this gets announced. It's very, very surprising. And I think for you, Lee, though, I mean, what do you want from Darren Eales, the CEO type? How do you see how he could possibly move you guys forward into, like I said on your channel, the dormant beast of a club that you guys are, into back into your glory days?
I think there's two things that I would like personally. We've got to become a commercial powerhouse. There's a misconception about our owners. We're not the richest club in the world. We have the richest owners in the world. There's the difference between the two. You look at the global income of the powerhouses like your Real Madrid, your Manchester United, your Barcelona's, and I know Barcelona are having a little bit of a trouble financially, but over the last 20, 30 years, Bayern Munich's, your Arsenal's, your Chelsea's, powerhouses making millions and millions across the world, from North America, South America, to Africa, to Asia, across Europe. Newcastle just aren't there yet. Newcastle are way, way behind. And unfortunately, we've got another year with current sponsors who don't give out much money, but that'll definitely be looked at. And of course, that's where we've got to look at the business opportunity, because financial fair play will catch up with Newcastle. We are spending a bit of money. We did in January. We are this summer, and we are expecting to go in the market and get another couple of big names, big money signings, but then it's going to catch up. Look at Everton. They can't spend any money. They can't, because they've wasted them in the last few years, and they've got billionaires as well. So that side has got to be looked at in terms of sponsorships. The other side is it's so simple, but we've lacked it for years, and we've only just had a small sample of it with Amanda Staveley and Miadad Gadusi. Connection with the fans. It's so simple. It's the communication, talking to the fans, instead of just being blinded and not having nothing to do with the fans like Mike Ashley did and Lee Charney did for 12, 13 years, talking to us. Don't just put out a 30-word statement, very brief. Go on video, talk about it. If you're not going to be, talk to the fans like Amanda does, like Mia did. It's something that's so simple, but it goes such a long way for a fan to have the connection with its club.
And expect that in oodles of that, because basically Darren Eales, he not only started a TikTok, he's all over our social media. There's a Trainee McTrainee face character that he came up with in lieu of kind of us needing a mascot. Like, they're down the line, he will bring that fan to front office engagement that maybe you guys crave. And so, yeah, you guys, in that large business brand recognition sense, you guys are getting a very, very good one. But I think. To finish it off, on this thought on Darren Eales for you, what's a good season for you guys in maybe the next, or not a season, but what are good seasons for you guys that he could bring in terms of, how he could expand the brand of Newcastle United?
It's interesting what he's going to bring, because I don't think he's well known in England. because I didn't have a Scooby-Doo about him. I know he's been at Spurs, and obviously he's gone away to the US and made his name and made Atlanta this massive powerhouse financial. Look at your stadium, you fill that in week out. You would never think that the MLS. You would think you're playing in like Colombia or, you know, somewhere that's got a passionate set of fan base. You would never think this is an MLS stadium. You wouldn't. If I went and you put a blindfold over me and say you're in an MLS stadium, I would like, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. I've been to the Yankee Stadium. That's a joke. I've been to the Red Bulls. Is much nicer because that is an actual football stadium. So it is getting better. So from coming over to England, he's got all of that already there. I think it's going to be probably in the fans' eyes, probably judged more on who he brings in terms of staff, and that's on and off the pitch. But I think as Newcastle fans, realistically, and I'm sure Atlanta fans will want to know how Miggy gets on as well, because he needs to, you know, his future's in doubt because he had a good end to last season, but he's been really poor for Newcastle the last probably 18 months. A lot of the players need to step up and start having assists and goals, and that's coming from midfield and up top, and we are still in the market. But, you know, on the pitch, I think realistically Newcastle could be on the outskirts of Europe, maybe like a 7th, 8th, 9th, I think quite comfortably as well. We're not getting dragged into the bottom half. I think that'll be a good season for us, and then can we kick on the following season, maybe go for Europe? I think that's realistically where we're at.
Yeah, well, definitely best of luck to you guys. I mean, to Miggy as well, whether he stays or goes. I mean, yeah, definitely. We all, as Atlanta United fans, we're rooting for Miggy at Newcastle. Unfortunate that it didn't always quite work out, whether through you know, the coaches that were appointed that didn't favor him, but or just you know, lack of good performances. But either way, you know, we were definitely keeping an eye on you guys throughout this time, and yeah, good to see you again, Lee, and you know, collaborate with you. But yeah, best of luck to Newcastle United in the future with Darren Eales, man. Thank you again to Lee Lawler of Newcastle Fans TV, and there you have it. I think it's definitely just shattering news in some senses that you know, we now are a little bit directionless, and maybe some of the people that were wanting maybe other front office members to leave because of the, you know, the state of the club at the moment. Well, Darren Eales is the one to go at the moment, and it is a shocker for sure. But guys, what do you guys think? Let us know in the comments below. But remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.